Hello, good
Hello.
evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're watching. I hope everybody out there is all jolly splendid.
And thank you for joining us. And welcome to all you new people and all the people who are with us each and every week in our spiritual family. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kirsty. Thank you so much for joining us on this what has been sunny day where we are, actually, hasn't it? It's been a lovely sunshiny day.
And we're in the How to Hebrides. So we are MK Clairvoyants, but we're here on the lovely SPTV tonight with our good friend, Mr. Producer, Mr. P himself. Take a bow. Oh, you can't see him, but never mind. So tonight it's going to be slightly different the way that it works, in the sense of normally what happens is that we pose a question to you for you to answer, and the person who is then chosen, we basically answer your points and then give you a reading, or there might be a question that you want to raise. But tonight, completely different. It's all about you.
Yeah, just ask yourself a question. And when we mean ask yourself a question, ask a question to us. I beg your pardon. I beg your pudding. What we're wanting you to do is ask a spiritual question, a question that perhaps that you've wanted to know. We'll do our best to ask it. Please, please, please don't ask, is my mum there? I haven't heard from my dad. And what's going on with my love life and all that kind of stuff. Please don't ask that. This is not the show for that. We are wicked and horrible, and we make you work for your question.
Oh yes. So with that in mind, can we see if anyone to say hello to, please, Mr. P?
Lovely, so
Hello,
nice.
Louisa.
Hi,
1980.
Thank you so much for joining us, Louisa. Hi, Howell.
Hello, Howell.
Nice to see you. And Benny.
Hello, Benny.
Benny Ty.
Hello, Claire Smart.
Claire Smart. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Terry.
Lovely, Terry Wall. How are you, darling?
Hello, Michelle Haywood.
Good evening to you too, Michelle Haywood. Hello, Alison, my darling.
With that baseball bat. Every week she brings that baseball bat with her. Hello,
Kaylee Byrne and Rochelle Boggis. Does that sound right?
Hello.
It's not that, Mr. Producer. Mr. Producer's so cheeky. Hello, Catherine. Nice to see you. Hi, Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Sam Bradfield. Hi, Kerry Lynn Reid.
Hello, Julie Harcourt.
Hi, Julie.
Sue Holman.
Hi, Sue. Hello, Ian Sullivan. Can I just say, Ian Sullivan, my darling, Mr. Producer's going, whoa, there's a man. Like we do have men on this show sometimes. There is another one here.
I would say, Ian, keep up the good work, because your kitchen's just as tight as it was last week. Hello, Christine.
And you're looking very dapper still in your suit. Good evening, Christine. And hi, Amy J. Rees. Lovely to see you too.
Hello, Kim Day.
Hi, Kim
Looking
Day.
very different today. Hello, Stephanie Ewing.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hello, Della Turner.
Hi, Della. Beautiful flowers.
6 degrees here in Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hi, Lisa. Just sound like a couple of young ladies then, don't it? Oh. You didn't speak with
enthusiasm for Illinois. Hello, Desiree.
Hi, Desiree. Nice to see you.
Hello, Kim Hartnett.
Hi, Kim.
Hello, Stacey.
I love you, Stacey. How are you, darling?
Hello, Miranda.
Hi, Miranda. Miranda Claudia Ford. Oh, another fella. Paul Fowler. Good evening to you.
How do you know? His face is covered up.
Most people call Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Actually, you could be
Never
Paula.
Know. Hello, Letitia.
Letitia Ramizre. Is it? I don't know.
Hello,
Pamela. Lovely Pamela. How are you, darling?
So, as we said tonight, basically it's you to ask a question of a spiritual nature. So it's not to ask one is, can you see my dad, can you see my mum, and all that type of thing. It is of a spiritual question. So whatever you want to ask, then ask. We'll try and answer it as best as we can. Then that person gets a reading.
Hi,
hello there, John Lewis.
Yeah, so fire it at us. Oh, another fella, Trevor Morley. Hello to you, my lovey. Okie dokie. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. We really appreciate it, because without you guys, we don't have a show. So, you know, we'll have a good old chin wag on this programme, and we'll have, you know, a good old natter in the comments as well.
Kerry Jallo.
Hi, Kerry and Jello. I don't know why, but I said that wrong as it came out of your mouth. It probably wasn't. Ruth Brewer, good evening to you.
That sounded right.
Very, very long time no see. I hope you're well, my darling.
Okay.
Okay.
Any more lows?
Okay.
Okay, so don't put the first question up then, Mr. Producer, please.
Yeah, we're gonna. All I can say is we'll do our best to ask it. We don't profess to be all wise and all knowing because we're far from that. But we do know a little bit about a little bit. So you know, and again, you guys, your opinion is important. So throw up your answers and let us know what you think.
Hello,
Good
Sarah.
evening to you, Sarah.
Hello, Kim
Hi,
Byrne.
Kim Byrne. Oh, you're a fella too, Kim. I do apologise. Do you know what? Right, that is a fair comment, if I'm honest, because Kim, you know, sometimes a lot of people put their relatives up in their photographs and you know, in their pictures, so we wasn't sure. So apologise completely and profusely.
Can I say, Kim, I looked at you and thought that's a fella. So
can I say,
I saw right through
Kim?
you.
Can I say, Kim? Even, you know, he's going to give Pinocchio back his nose later.
But nice to see you, fella.
Yes, yes. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah. Okay. And by the way, if we stop and look really blank, or we start going, yep, we're not having a funny, you know, away with the fairies moment. Well, we're talking to Mr. P, so depends what you make of it as you wish. As a fellow medium, what format do you believe best suits new fledglings?
You going to finish that off then?
You work away, darling. You looked at me all eager.
Well, it's just the way you went. I thought
all eager. You work away, darling.
I'm not eager at all. So it depends in what context you mean. I always say with fledglings that when it comes to the point that they're ready, that they need to be going out with their teachers and learning with their teachers rather than just being let to go out on their own. If it means within circle, then with your fledgling, there's a variety of activities you're going to do. And it's about introducing them to the world of spirit, and that's about grounding, protection, and ensuring all the basics before you even start the teaching. So I don't know if that's what you were referring to, Karen, but that's how I understand that question.
Yeah, I'd pretty much say the same thing. I feel that sometimes fledglings are rather quite literally like their namesakes and pushed out of the nest, when actually they need to be have the hand held, because they need to know that the person that's looking after them is making them feel safe, because we need more mediums coming forward. It is absolutely vital as more of the older ones start clearing off home again, which is a little bit rude, and we need the new ones coming forward, and you know, we don't want them to get scared. We don't want them to freeze. We want them to just, you know, get the best experience they possibly can, so they want to keep going.
And the final thing from myself before
Matt gives you a reading with the cards. You do that to me every week because it's my turn.
How rude was that? I was in the middle of trying to speak.
I am very, very
and
sorry.
no, I can't remember. Is honesty as a teacher is really important. It's about giving constructive feedback. It's about being honest with your students of things that they need to work on. If they're getting things wrong, being honest and telling them that, but not to the point where you are bigging them up too much that you're pushing them out and they're not yet ready. So it's also about being a reflective and honest teacher as well. So hopefully that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do some cards to start off with for yourself, Karen. So I'm going to start with psychic reading. I thought I'd have, a bit of psychic stuff for a change, It's not often that I do psychic stuff. So, Kirsty said to me today, you need to rest today. You need to take it easy.
He's had a bit of a day.
So we mentioned about honesty and sort of talking to your students, and this card is communicating clearly, and it's not only saying to your student, it's about communicating to yourself. It's telling yourself and your body of exactly what's needed at the moment. There's quite a lot going on around you, and I need you to ground yourself and to be connected to the earth as well as just to spirit. I also need to say to you that you need to be honest with yourself and to say, at times I don't need to be spoken that way. I need the respect, not of my students, but respect of people in general. I also need to say to you that I have a grandmother figure who's in the background. There are resemblances, but not in the colour hair. And I need to say, would have had, when you knew, would have had almost like white hair. I also need to say to you that you need to communicate how you're feeling and to understand that it's okay to feel a certain way and to feel positive or not positive, and to be honest and convey that on a day-to-day basis. I also need to say to you that, your spirituality is getting stronger, and from a year now you will be moving to a greater sort of plane, and your teaching will be beyond the circle. So I do feel you're stepping out of your own comfort zone. Now I'm being told that you're not one normally to step out your comfort zone, but it's important to do that in embracing sort of workshops and that type of thing on a larger scale. So hopefully that helps you, Karen. I know it's mainly on the psychic, other than the grandmother link, but hopefully you got what you needed from that.
Absolutely. And I want to say, actually, there's nothing wrong with working psychically.
I never said there was.
So I think, there's place for both. And it's all exciting stuff for you, Karen. How wonderful. So thank you for that. Okay, Mr. Producer, how you doing there?
Hello, April Rutherford.
Excellent. Hello, April Rutherford. Blessings to you, my darling.
Yes. Hello, Maria Martin.
Hello, Maria Martin. It's funny, actually, Mr. Producer. That's what you was just thinking, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Hello, Karen Besick.
Yeah. Hi, Karen.
Hello, Sally Worker.
Hello, Sally Worker. It's giving him a
Hello, Pixie Poland.
He's used to me. Hello, Pixie Poland.
I didn't want to say anything.
Hello, Helen Ebden. Nice to see you.
Hello, Christiane Norberto.
Nice to see you.
Hello, Mina Cole.
Hi, Mina. Hello to you.
So Julie Hurst says, evening, if spirits have no physical body, how do they touch us and use their voices if they have no voice box?
Okay, well, go on then. I'll do this one for a little bit.
Oh, well, good on you.
Okay, basically we're all energy. Okay, we're energy. We've got energy that emits around us. Spirit will use our energy and they will build things for us, basically from that energy. So basically they build a voice box. So, for example, most of the time this happens, they will use the medium to use the kind of, imagine all this cotton wool right around you, and that's your energy. So they're pulling all this cotton wool off you, and they're squishing it all together to turn it into like what are those things that you shout through? That's
Microphone.
yes, yeah, like a microphone. Okay, and they're building one of those, and they're sort of squidging it all together, making it more dense, making it usable. So then spirit effectively talk inside that, and then everybody can hear them. Did you want to add anything further while I?
Yeah, so you've got a spirit box. Sometimes there has been reports in the past in Italy and places like that where they use sort of radios, but basically it's amplification to allow that voice box to be heard and for spirit words. In addition to that, and quite a lot of paranormal investigators use like I think it's SP11 they're called, and it's basically they scan the sounds and the frequencies of the radio, and from there that spirit sort of the white noise can be heard within that. Was there anything else that I missed? Spirit have no physical body, how do they touch us? And because the energy, once they draw in close, the energy's still moving around, so it's still able for us to feel using our extra sensory senses as well as our physical senses as well.
And you know what, spirit are quite magnificent when you think about they're able to move things. And that's just things like, I mean, for mediums, lots of mediums will say, oh, your grandfather's coming in or whatever, and he's moving your keys and he's having a joke with you, or the spirit children around you, or your grandmother's moving your pictures or things like that. When you think about it, that's actually quite a lot. It takes a lot of energy. I mean, you speak to most physical mediums, it takes a lot of energy to move that kind of stuff. And so it shows how much love they have for you to do that and to make that connection. I just think that's absolutely awesome.
And the final thing is look up apports, because using physical sort of mediumship, spirit has the ability to go beyond time and space, so they can dematerialize solid objects, either from this lifetime or in the past. So what's happened in some locations is maybe keys or bits of the desert have been dematerialized and appeared through a seance, rematerialized, and pieces of the sand or coins from the past, or like I said, physical objects have moved from one part of the room to the other and just reappeared. So spirit have that energy working beyond space and time as well.
So it's all about the energy. So
Sorry,
did you want to spell apports just in case anybody wants to?
Yes, APPORTS.
Okay, so it's definitely worth a snoop because it's absolutely fantastic. When you start, so fascinating when you start realizing the magic that they have.
And it's physical phenomena.
Yes, and the reason why it's that is so because everybody can generally see that sort of thing happening. Right. Anyway, back in the room. Right, Julie, I want to say to you, my lovely, there's a happy surprise, but don't tell anyone. I didn't tell you. Shh. There's something good is going to happen to you. It's, I feel quite excited about this. And I feel like it's about time, because I feel like, you've been a little bit, life's been kind of, sometimes it's a bit difficult. And although you've been managing to stay positive, it's sometimes been a bit of a struggle to do so. But I feel like it's almost like you're going to be like a child again, and having, I don't know, a big box of sweeties or something come to you, or see the magic in something beautiful. But I feel that this is going to cheer you right up, whatever it is. But I also need to say to you, you've got the card here that says, remember you are who you are. Now, whenever this comes up, this card to me generally means that, you know, you're forgetting that you are a beautiful, loving, wonderful person that is, in my opinion, a child of God. And, you know, you've got so much good stuff going for you, and you've kind of forgotten that somewhere. You know, I want to tell you, you are equally worthy of having your own truth heard, your own point of view, and you are just as important as anybody else. And I feel like it's time you remembered this, my darling. All right. And with that, I know that you've got to sort of let things go, let the past go, let go, to bring forward new ideas, to birth, you know, sort of all this change and all that. I do feel it's divinely inspired. I'm certainly looking at never-ending love here. And again, this is about you working on yourself, working on your, you know, your own love for yourself and your love for spirit, and seeing the divine light in others, but not allowing others' lights to shine brighter than yours, because you have equally got as much to shine about as anybody else. And the last thing I want to say to you is trust your intuition, my darling, because you can't go wrong. Your intuition is the only time that you've gone wrong is when you've talked yourself out of it or you haven't listened. I hope that was all right for you, Julie, my darling. I don't know if you've answered back at all. It would be nice if, guys, you can kind of add a little comment there just to see that it's making sense. You know, we're not just sitting here jabbering to ourselves, but most of the time we are anyway. But yes, it would be really lovely if you could chuck us back some feedback.
Hello, Kirsty Condon.
Nice name.
Hello, Sandy Samadhi.
Hi, Sandy. Nice to see you too.
It's been a long while, yes. Brandy
Sandy and Brandy.
From Arizona.
Hello to Brandy.
Good to see you.
Nice
to see a
to
few
see
American
you.
people on today. Hello, Lisa Coombs.
Yeah, Lisa Coombs, hi to you. Hello, Shah. Hello, my darling. Hope you're all right, sweetheart. Oh, I went all northern, didn't I? All southern. Oh, what, sweetheart? What? I went all common, didn't I?
Hello, Sarah Burston. I'll keep the show going.
You normally do. Hi, Sarah. Nice to see you.
Hello, Kim.
Kim.
I see lots of small shadows out the corner of my eye, but they are like small animal-like. Am I seeing something or not, or just muck in my eye?
Is that muck in your eye? Wonderful. I love that. I love that. I don't know, darling. Do you want to do it or do you want me to?
Okay, so the corner of your eyes is your most clairvoyant part of your eye. So you will see things. You may see the shadows. Sometimes it may be animals. If it's animals, it tends to be pets. So, for example, in the household, we used to have an Alsatian and a Jack Russell in the past. And we see them either in full form or in the corner of our eyes, the shadow. So we were just mentioning the other night that we saw him in the dog's bed, as the dog had already gone to bed itself. So, you know, be aware of the peripheries of your eyes, that it will be that. If you're feeling that it is an animal, I want to say trust yourself, Kim, because that's what it's likely to be. It's not muck in your eye. Otherwise, you need a good bath.
I love that
and
saying.
the final thing I need to say to you is it won't be just animals. You will over time get people, and that. It's just how open you are and how comfortable you are with all of this. When we get things from the corner of our eyes, it tends to be when we're first starting off, to give us confidence, where we're not frightened by it, but we do go in further on as well.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's very easy for us to catch something out the corner of your eye. You look and it's because it's not there again. You've talked yourself out of it. But now you know that actually is something that you're seeing. You probably will realise that you're seeing lots of shadows and things like that. Again, don't be too worried. You know, this is probably just your loved ones coming forward.
Yeah, and the final thing is just say to you, on 99.999% of the time, it's good spirits. Your loved one's not going to give you any harm or anything. We're not saying it's just for you, Kim. This is for everybody, especially if you're new to all of this. Yes, we would be wrong to say there's no dark. The same as on Earth, there's good, there's dark as well. But in majority of the cases, as long as you protected yourself and, you know, it's your loved ones wanting just to check on you, check you're all right, and want to come in and say hello. And that goes just for your animals as well, your pets, who are equally as much as the family when they're here and just as much when they're on the other side.
They miss you, don't they?
They do. So, right. Right, I'm going to go on 2 levels like I did last time. We go on the psychic and the clairvoyant. I'm doing a little bit different tonight. So, firstly, I feel like I've got a father figure. I want resemblances in there. I feel that I wouldn't have always listened to other points of view. I would have just basically listened to what people had to say, but basically, this is the way I'm doing it anyway. And sometimes I was very blinkered in those views and the ways that I was. Now, as he draws closer, I have impressions impressed upon my heart area for his passing, but I do feel there was respiratory problems before he actually went over. So there was, I don't know if it was asthma or something like that, but he was struggling with his breathing prior to going over, but it was heart that he's gone over with. I need to say to you that it's about keeping your chin up and not letting things get to you and not letting things, let's say, not letting other people affect you and just sticking to what you believe to right and the right people. Bit like you were saying about seeing the animals in the corner of the eye or the muck in the eye. Let the muck stuck to the eye. The right people will stick to you as well. They'll stick by you, and that's the important thing. Going to cards. I want to go to this pack of cards, and it's this one, which is intention, positive intentions. It's what you put out there. You know, positive mindset, law of attraction, what you put out there comes back. So keep that positive mindset. Don't think, oh, this isn't going to happen. You know, other people get this, I don't. Keep it like, if you're wanting money, imagine you've already got the money and keeping that positivity alive. And one last thing for you, Dad, is keep strong. You've got this. And no need to do this. And he's taken me to the 20th of June. So I always go a day, 2 days either side. So you go the 18th and 22nd, and because I feel it's more like an anniversary, birthday, or passing as significance as opposed to something to look forward to on that 20th of June. If I can leave that with you, Kim, thank you.
Lovely. Please forgive me. I don't know if you said that, but I've got to give you farming links as well. I don't know if you said that, but I need to say that.
No.
Okay.
I didn't spray the muck in the eye.
Yeah, no. Okay, there you go. So, okay.
Okay, so just to clarify, Mr. Pease said to us that if you're saying who you're talking to, the people who are down the bottom whose name appears when we're talking, that's who we're talking to. So at the moment we're talking to Kim Day. They post a question and that's that. All right.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you're not sure, look down below, and if it has your name, then it's you. And if you think, oh, I've missed part of it already, don't panic. When it comes back to playback, you can then whiz it back a little bit and you can watch the rest of your question.
Ah, right. Okay, so we're not doing questions in order as well, just to let you know, Mr. Producer is quite, fickle little devil. 1 minute I go up the top, the next minute I go down the bottom, and somewhere in the middle. So don't think that just because, yours is one of the first that you're not going to get it read out. That's not necessarily going to happen because you just would never know.
Okay, so Kim's, okay. So I mentioned the 20th of June, and his dad was ill on the 19th.
Oh, bless you.
Okay, so thank you for that.
So sorry
Kim.
about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. So yes, basically, as we were saying with Mr. Producer, he'll pick. It's not like you're the next one. He'll pick them from all over. Best way to think of it, if it's a £50 note, then you might go to the top of the list, but with no bribery. Anyway, moving on, Julie Hurst.
Yes, so Julie's just said that it makes sense. Thank you, my darling, for your feedback. I'm glad you kind of understood what I was saying there. And I'm so sorry that you had a stroke. And guys, if you feel like it, that would be really lovely to send Julie Hurst a little few healing thoughts out. And if you are a healer, please can we ask that you pop her into your healing book or your healing thoughts? That would be lovely. Thank you, and I hope you feel better soon, Julie.
Yeah. Hello, Lisa Paris.
Hello, Lisa. How are you, darling? Hello,
Polly Harnett, one of our
lovely,
presenters.
Lovely,
she was on yesterday on the Sunday Sofa. Hello, Liz Hardy of Flynn Malin.
Hi, Liz, with the very long name.
Hello, Anne Cunningham.
Hello, Anne. Nice to see you.
Hello, Dave Spencer.
Dave
Long time
Spencer,
no see.
Definitely. You haven't changed your picture in a while, matey.
I was going to say, that's completely the same. Hello, Jacqueline.
Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? I haven't managed to watch your show for ages. What a nice surprise. Thank you, darling. That's a lovely thing to say. And can I just say that flower you have is absolutely beautiful.
Hello, Heidi
Hello,
Spicer.
Mrs. Oh, trouble's in the room. Heidi Spicer is here.
So very quickly, for those people just joining us, normally what happens is we post a question up each week. If you then answer that, basically then we give you a reading. And the other thing is that applies to this week. Is that if you have a spiritual question of your own, we don't mean can you see my dad, can you see my mum or anything like that, of a spiritual nature, and yours is chosen, then you get a reading for us. And this week it's open all season. You can ask us anything of a spiritual nature, so please feel free, and then from there we'll try and answer it as best as we can. So
please,
that's
yes,
the first thing.
Please do. Just kind of bring up anything you want to know.
Okay, and the other thing is that obviously we're back on Facebook. But for those people who have thought, where have they been? Have they been sleeping? Yes, we have. But we've also been on the YouTube channel. So if you check out the YouTube channel, which I believe is down below, is it, Mr. Producer? Yeah, it's down there. Please go on to that, just in case any problems with the Facebook, and register with that, so then you don't miss not just our shows, but any shows at all.
And please subscribe if you can, please. That would be marvellous. Okay, hello, Jenny or Jeannie.
Jeannie.
Hi, Jeanette Turner. Nice to see you. Nice big smile there. Look at that.
Hello, Concessa.
Concessa?
Hello, Sarah.
Okay, Sarah said, I have been told I have abilities after a handful of visits to my local spiritualist church circle. My question is, how can I work on the talents I have, and is it possible to seek a teacher? Right, first thing I need to say to you is I would totally recommend a teacher. There are so many people online at the moment doing things via Zoom. I do believe SPTV has something going on there that you can learn from, Mr. Producer. Okay, Sunday nights, VIP members can come along to SPTV, and there's a Zoom link that you can get, and you get, it's free of charge, so you can get taught. But there are other ones all over that will teach. It's where you're drawn to, Sarah, and I think to me it's really important to find a teacher and a circle that you trust, because sometimes spirit are a little bit cheeky, and there's no secrets with spirit. They will bring out, if you're feeling a bit rubbish or whatever, they will tell people why, because it comes back as evidence. So you need to make sure that you're safe within that circle, in the sense of you feel you trust those people, and I just think it's really important for you to find the one that makes you feel safe. But I need to say to you, throw it up to them and say, hey, come on then, where do you want me to go? So yeah,
I would just say trust wherever you're drawn to. So echoing what sort of Kirsty has already said, I also need to say to you, check out online. Like I said, there's the VIP, so you have to be a VIP member. But once that, there's no additional fees. You just contact Veronica and Marcus. Is that right, Mr. Producer?
Okay.
So there's stuff also on screen at the moment for you, Sarah, to take note of that Mr. Producer's put up.
Lovely. Right. Okay. Oh, and also, yeah, if you want to, if you like the look of the way we're sort of nattering away here, then feel free to look us up as well. We are MK Clairvoyance, a M for Matt and a K for Kirsty, Clairvoyance, as in two of us, not in the act that we do. So, yeah, it'd be nice to see you.
Just find us on Facebook or mkclairvoyance.com.
Okay, so right, Sarah, as I'm connecting with yourself, my darling, I feel there's been some stuff going on around you. I feel it's linked with your heart, but I don't know necessarily if that is a personal relationship or a relationship within the family. But I do definitely feel it's linked with love. I do note there is healing around your heart that is also needed. I've got to say to you that teamwork. There's a situation around you that needs teamwork. You need to ask for help. I also feel that you're very independent, my darling, which is awesome. I also am a very independent person, but by the same token, sometimes we all need a little bit of help. So don't be frightened to ask. There's a certain element, although I know that there's a lot of, I want to say, world wisely wisdom in yourself. There's a certain element also of wisdom and purity about you, darling, and which is why I feel that you need to come together with others and just to allow this work, you know, and I feel there's some building blocks that you've got to build up there. I also want to say to you, you have a beautiful connection with pets. There you go, that's what he does to me, so I'm going to do that back to him. Sorry about that. He does that every time, you notice, he goes, whoop. So pets, you have a very strong connection with pets, and and a very strong connection with pets, and I feel like you need to help them, let them heal you, because I feel whether you like them or not, your connection with them is really strong. I suspect you're one of these people that kind of has animals and cats and things and stray dogs all come to you and draw on your energy, even whether you want them to or not, they come to you. I also know that I feel like I've got to get you outside and just allow yourself to breathe in that country air, whether it's, well, country, sea, nature. Nature is what I need for you. Get that grounding, my darling, get that grounding, and throw up what is it you actually want. Put it down in really clear language and imagine, as Matt said previously, and I've said on previous shows, clear intentions. What is it you actually want? I had a cat come to me on October the 31st, been with me since. Bless you, my darling. You see, she found you. Well, there you go. You see, darling. There you go. So,
Halloween.
Yeah. How wonderful is that? So I know that you have this connection with animals, but I also want to say, like I said, make sure your intentions are clear. What is it exactly you want? And throw it up to the universe. Imagine it's come here, all ready to you, and be thankful that you've got it. And I just need to say, there's a very quick one. I need to say, I've got to give you love from your parents. Now, if your parents are in spirit, and I'm deliberately not linking in because I'm quite tired tonight, so I don't do mediumship when I'm tired. If your parents are in spirit, know that they've come forward. If your parents are down here and you're struggling with them, know that they are loving you the best way that they can, and you are worthy of lots of love, my darling. I hope that was okay for you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Sarah. Any more of those, please, Mr. P?
You're practicing a lot. Good girl. Keep practicing.
Hello, me and Bennett.
Hello, Mand Bennett. Nice to see you. What's that? Rebel Heart. Good girl.
Hello, Heather Reid.
Hi, Heather. Nice to see you.
Hello, Jade Mon.
Hello,
from New York.
From New York. Go and sing it.
New York, New York.
So good, I named it twice. Go on.
And we had another one earlier. What did we have? Illinois. Chicago, Chicago. So we have them all. See? Bring on another song.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so what's the absolute best techniques for not taking on people's very low vibration frequencies? Please and thanks for any advice.
Just basically being in a bubble and sort of putting protection around yourself, surround yourself in the right love and light and colour, putting that intention out that you're going to be protected, and preparing yourself if you know you're going to see this person, going to talk to this person. It's the same if you've got a difficult telephone call. Just put yourself in that bubble of light before you actually go to deal with the individuals. Might be family, might be friends. Might be complete strangers. And if you're very sensitive, to do the same when you go into busy situations like huge shopping centres, anything that's got lots of people, or for our American friends, malls. And do you like that?
Malls? Oh dear, I thought something wrong with you.
He wasn't a mall. So, there's some of the things that you can do, and just to send them love, and understand sometimes also is what we find difficult in other people is something we've also find difficult in ourselves. So that's also something to be aware of as well.
Absolutely. And don't forget the angels. The angels are pretty amazing, to say the least. Call him the big fella, Archangel Michael. He will protect you.
And I just want to give you a quick card, which is just to reinforce what we said. Listen to your intuition.
See that straight out of my face every time.
I've got to do it. It's just to basically listen to your intuition and what that you feel is right to do at that moment in time.
There you go.
So I just want to get straight to the point. So thank you for that, Desiree.
Yeah, lovely jubbly.
Hello, Shyla.
Good morning to you, darling. I hope all's well.
Hello, Rhonda Robertson.
Good evening to you, Rhonda, with a very cute little dog. Look at that. Hi, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Chris Agent. I hope you're all good. Ian Sullivan. Who was the first spirit you made contact with? Oh my goodness me, I can't remember that long ago. I barely remember yesterday. I've slept since then.
I can answer that one. The first one who connected with myself was my grandmother.
Oh.
And my grandmother was a very staunch Roman Catholic. She used to go to church every day. She didn't believe in any of this. And she came through first, which was really surprising. She also brought in my guide a couple of weeks later, introduced there. And she pops in quite a lot, checking in on everything. So, yeah, that was the first person for myself that I can remember many, many years ago.
I think thinking about it as a reading for myself, I would probably agree it was my grandmother as well. Go the grandmothers. She had gifts, my grandmother. That's where the line comes down. She used to be able to do tea leaves and things like that, but she never used it like I did, or I do. But as for my first reading, I have not a Scooby-Doo, my love, not a Scooby-Doo. I couldn't tell you. I just know that I'm very blessed to have worked with sort of loads and loads of different ones, and I guess I also can't tell you is because it doesn't matter whether the person that you bring through is a well-known personality, or whether it's your Auntie Betty, because your Auntie Betty is just as important as anybody else, and it's not to do with making Yorkshire puddings, Mr. Producer. It's it's anyone that you love. That is the most important thing. If you make that connection for that person, which is why, for me, oh, you're beeping in my ear, Mr. Producer. That's nice. That's nice. And that's why it's for me, it's a very beautiful thing. Because your loved ones to you are the most important, and to me that is the most important.
I've a grandmother, ironically, with yourself. I probably want to put her about shoulder height on you, sort of 5'4", 5'5", so not a small lady, average build. not cuddly at all, wears glasses, high cheekbones, nice smile about herself, nice disposition. She was very much a lady. She would have been very sort of pronounced her words right and everything else, but she was a lovely soul. She was a person who would have, I want to say, was a lady. And I certainly feel I've gone into my mid 70s, so I feel roughly about 76, 77 sort of for my passing. As she draws close, I feel like I'm struggling with my breathing with this lady. But, you know, she was a very wise lady. She would have passed her views of what she thought was right, but she would also allow you to follow what you believe to be right. So she'd say something, and then if you didn't want to listen to that, then she would say, well, that's fine. You just and go with it and trust yourself. And that's the message for you, Ian. Whatever's going on around you at the moment, it's about trusting what's going on and trusting what you're feeling, and to go with your gut feeling, your intuition, and what you believe to be right. People are always telling you, you need to do this or you need to do that. And no, you just need to listen to yourself. This lady would have allowed others to do what they wanted, but she also knew herself and what she wanted and would have done that. And that's the reason that she's coming. She's trying to get you to take back your power in a certain way, but also to understand the power that's within you to bring about change and make things happen. And whatever you're doing at the moment, that power is there to bring about that change. Hopefully that makes sense, and thank you for listening.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, that was very nasty. Very nice. You. So, how we do? Got some hellos. Hello, Julie.
Hello, Julie.
Nice to see you.
Hello, Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Hello, Pixie Poland from New Jersey.
New Jersey. American. Lovely. Happy Easter to you as well, my darling.
Hello, Divine Sparkle.
Divine Sparkle. One. Oh,
hello, you
hello, fellas. That's lovely to see you. Oh, bless your hearts. Okay. Oh, Kerry Lynn. Okay, my darling. Bless you, my darling. Kerry said that she misses her dad so much. It hurts. That's sweetheart. I really do feel for you, darling. Because sometimes nobody will replace that person. But I do want to say to you that I know, he is around you, and I think it does get a little bit easier. It doesn't ever go away, but it does get a little bit easier, and just allow yourself to miss your dad. He was a very important person in your life, and there's lots of love going on there. So guys, if we could send some healing to lovely Kerry Lynn Reid, that would be really, really beautiful. Just give her the strength just to keep going from Massachusetts. Lovely. Yeah, that would be absolutely marvelous, guys, if you could do that. Just send her some love and keep her going. And I'm assuming that's your little chat there, just to know that they're around you, and just keep that love, glowing inside you. What do you think, darling?
Just the same. I mean, it's a beautiful part of the world, Massachusetts, but I just need to say to you that be strong, be tall like your dad was, and just be the strength that your dad has given you, and the person for you to be. And replicate that. So keep going.
Oh.
So Lynn Noonan, nice to see you.
Miss your mum and dad so much too, darling. Can we just say, guys, it's perfectly normal and perfectly natural to miss anybody that has now gone over to the spirit world. But I want to tell you, working as a medium, because obviously I do more, I do psychic stuff on SPTV, but I also work as a medium as well. And for me, I know that that your loved ones, they miss you too. They want you to live the best life for them. Thank you for sending healing, please. Thank you, Paula. They want you to live the best lives, your best lives. When my cousin, who I adored, thank you, Natalie, for sending healing, when he passed over, I felt his anguish at leaving his wife and his kids there. I felt, thank you, Stacey, for the love being sent. I felt his anguish, and it says, so please don't ever think that they have gone far, and they are sending you healing. They do want you to keep sending up love and talking to them and help you through the healing process. But know also that they still do love you very much. Just because they're just a breath away doesn't mean that their love hasn't changed, because it's exactly the same. I want to say, if not more so.
And don't give up on that thought. Keep sending sort of that energy to them and tell them that you still love them, and understand that, you know, there isn't a time scale to heal. It just, whenever it feels right, that the time for healing, you know, and just understand that, you know, just as you're hurting, they're hurting, and just understand as much that you miss them, they miss you. You know, although there's two worlds and they're separated, that they're very much the same feelings, the same sort of anguishes, and all of those type of things. And it's just about understanding that you're very much joined together, and that love is always strong. And just by thinking of them, putting a thought out, feeling that sort of pain or feeling that love, just brings them that little bit closer, and to let them know. And they'll always leave you a sign. So when you think, you know what, I don't feel, I can see them, you know, I can't feel them, they must be thinking, then all of a sudden there'll be a message from a song, there'll be something on the TV, there may be sparkles in there, there may be feathers, there may be birds, lots of different signs that'll just say, you know what, whenever you've given up, I haven't, and I love you.
They will always have that emotional connection with you, but they haven't got their physical body or the ailments that come with their physical body, or even the brain. You know, the mind will sort of heal when they pass over. So don't go worrying about them. Okay. So thank you so much for sending all that love, guys. Really, really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, so on the YouTube channel, we've got a big community there that people talk to each and everything. So if you want to join in the YouTube channel and be part of that community, then, you know, just subscribe. It's completely free to subscribe, and then obviously you can obviously be able to communicate. Okay, thank you for the healing and for all those messages, guys.
Yes, you're amazing.
If we any more sort of messages, so Lauren's put, hi Matt and Kirsty.
You're so late, you naughty girl. No, you're not really. I'm only joking. You just enjoy. I'm so pleased you managed to join us at the end. What did you say?
Hello, Cheryl.
He's being cheeky again, isn't he? Hi, Cheryl. How nice to see you. Hi.
Hello, Sue Lawrence.
Hello, Sue Lawrence. Sue Lawrence, please do not ever apologise. Any of you, please don't ever apologise for being late, darling. It doesn't matter. We really just appreciate you jumping on. So thank you.
Well, that's Kirsty. I'm saying, where have you been? No, we don't think. No. Just don't do it again. Hello, Vlad.
Hi, Vlad. Great name. Oh, Pamela. Question, how do you use your auras instead of using your chakras when bringing in spirit?
Well, for me, your aura is your energy field, and you're opening yourself up with your chakras to work with spirit, but your auras is where you are actually seeing sort of energy within the person. So for me, I would generally use the chakras as opposed to the auras myself. The auras I would tap into to see the person energy, to sort of pick up on a psychic level of how that person's working. So for those people who are not sure about auras, just to explain from an easy sense, if you think of like saints and that, you see that like white wisp that goes around, that's the person's aura. But as you go in, the white is the first bit of aura that you see, and then beyond that you can start to see other colours that might to appear. And sensitive people, mediums, can look into those auras to sort of look into how that person's feeling. But that's more what I class as a psychic skill as opposed to mediumistic. With your chakras, you'll open those up, and then allowing yourself to go into the energy to heighten it, to then allow spirit to come in.
Yeah, I would agree. If you're using your aura, you see, the thing is with chakras and auras are all connected. It's all part of your energy, but when you're using your chakras, what you're actually doing is effectively opening the doors up to allow spirit to come forward in, from spirit, through spirit, to spirit. That's what they say, don't they? So that's kind of where it comes from when you're opening your chakras. Now, with your aura, that's kind of the energy that goes around and it comes around you. So I would agree, if you're connecting in with their energy, that's more, to me, in my mind's eye, you're jumping in on the psychic, and then perhaps bouncing up from the psychic if that's where you want to work with your mediumship. I hope that helps, Pamela. Oh, do you know what? That's what I'm going to call you from now on. I'm going to drive you potty.
The other
Sorry,
thing
darling.
Is, with the auras, is just to remember, when you see the aura really close, that means that obviously someone might be down or whatever. And obviously the more sort of energetic or more joyful, happier the aura can expand.
And colours as well. You know, if the colours are darker and grabbier, that obviously means that there's something going on with their energy. Or if they're light and bright, it usually means that they're quite healthy and well. So anyway, Pamela. Right, first thing I want to do is put on Best Friends. I love covering his face up because he does it to me all the time. Okay, so Pamela, this is about I don't know what he did then. I don't want to know. Okay, this is about true friends sticking together, my sweet. I do feel that you've got a lot of friends that are around you now. I want to say this is about you opening up to them. This is about you trusting and allowing yourself to, no matter what you feel, you want the best for others and they want the best for you. That's what real friends do. That's what true friends do. And I feel like I need to say to you, I know that I've spoken to you before, we've had a bit of a joke about hugging and things like that, but I do feel that, you know, if you're not kind of able to hug somebody at the moment, I do feel that you need to be sending out that love, because I do also feel you need that love returned back to you. But I also want to say, that said and done, I'm getting cats. Your cats are your best friends in that way. I know that you tease them and say little tinkers and such things, but I want to say, talk to them and use them as a good confidant. I know that sometimes cats are a little bit meh, you know, shall I come near you? Meh, that kind of stuff. But I want to say they are very psychic and they do take that energy in. Now, the best way to get good as a skill is to practice until you get it right. Okay. Now, with that, I feel like I need to say, take it fun. Thank you. It would take a lot to get me rattled. Oh, bless you, darling. Okay. I want to say, I feel like, you know, there's something that you need to get some more practice on around you, and you're worried there somewhere that you've either fallen behind or you're not good enough. I want to say to you, this is more about you. This is more about what's going on inside you, because, you know, this is about building that confidence back again, because contrary to what you allow the world to see, there are very deep emotions and a lot of love that runs inside you, even though you kind of say, no, I'm fine, no, and all this sort of stuff. there's a lot of love inside you, Missy, and I feel, you know, just allow that to sort of come out. I want to say stop worrying as well. Sorry, stop worrying. Stop worrying, because everything is going to be all right. You know, you are safe. All the difficulties, you love your fur babies. There you go, you see. All the difficulties, you've had some real hurdles to jump over in your life. Some big whoppers, I want to say. And my true friends are on here. There you go. Beautiful, you see. I want to say to you, the worst is behind you now, sweetness. The worst is definitely behind. Anything that's coming at you, don't get worrying about it. Don't get sort of anxious or anything like that. It is going to, you're going to succeed a lot easier than you anticipate it to be. So any mountains that you see in the distance, well, actually, when you get up to them, are just mere molehills. So just trust and have a little bit of faith that Spirit actually has got you. And, you know, I feel like, you know, just keep doing what you're doing and start to believe more in yourself, my sweet. All right. I hope that was okay for you.
That was nice. That was very nice. And I also want to just point out, Pamela, with your profile picture there. If there's anybody who would like to put up that they're proud to be a spiritualist and SPTV logo, you can find that on the SPTV fan page. And it just, I think I'm going to do that to cover you up tomorrow after all the insults you've been doing to me all night.
You do it to me all the time.
Watch your profile change. Okay, so Ruth Brewer, can you please send me healing, please? Most definitely, Ruth, we will send that healing to you.
Of course.
If you can just, we won't go into the reasons why, but if you can just think of Ruth and then just imagine sending that healing or her being better, that'd be wonderful.
Thank you. Thank
Donna
you,
Marie
guys.
O'Connor.
Hi, Donna Marie. Nice to see you, my lovey.
Hello, Natalie Bennett.
Hello, Natalie. Lovely to see your big smiling faces. Look at those pretty smiling
Hello,
faces.
Wendy Lindsay.
Oh, lovely Wendy Lindsay. How are you, my darling? I hope you're okay. A fantastic medium and a superb psychic artist is our Wendy Lindsay. Yet another
and she's
of our presenters, indeed.
With the Healing Pendulum, and she's also doing courses. If you check out the spiritualpsychictv.online website.
Hello, Lakin. Hello, darling. Are you okay? Hi, I just thought I'd say hello to
Hello there, Lakin.
Hello.
I'm picking up that you're 4 years old, and you know what? Me and Kirsty, you know, Grandma Shola's best friends, and we talk to her all the time on this channel.
So hope you're being good, Lakin, for is it Grandma or Nanny? Oh, I don't want to get in trouble and say the wrong one, but I hope you're being good, Lakin. You've been a good boy. Oh, thank you, Kerry Lynn. You're very sweet.
Thank you.
Oh, we'll pay you later.
Okay, Jeanette Turner says, brilliant watching you both for the first time, and it's nice to see you for the first time. I'm loving the hairdo.
Yeah, that lovely smile.
Energetic.
Thank you, Jeanette. Oh, thank you, Paul. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul.
That's really, really lovely of you.
And it's nice to have more fellas on here.
Yes, yes.
Hello, Michelle Coulson.
Hi, Michelle. And that lovely smiley dog.
Amy Jane Reeve.
Hi, Amy Jane.
Nice
Thank you so
for the
much.
First time.
All you lovely, lovely people joining us for the first time.
Just
Thank
to
you.
Explain for those that are on for the first time, what normally happens, we post a question up each week, a different one each week, and then if you answer our question and it's yours is chosen, then basically we give you a reading. But for this week, what we're doing is allowing you to put a question up that you want to ask of a spiritual nature. So we're not sort of saying who can you see around me or anything like that. It has to be a spiritual nature. And keeping that support. We're very much a spiritual family, and we want to maintain that both here and on YouTube. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, again completely free.
Yes, and also the great thing about YouTube is it gives you a tip off. It comes up and it says, wait, SPTV are on now, and there are so many other stuff going on. There was a couple of our presenters just come on earlier on. One is the lovely Sparkle. There are a couple of lovely lads from America. They do some awesome readings, and they're on a little bit later, 10 on a...
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, thank you very much. And then we've also got our lovely Wendy Lindsay. She is a fantastic medium and a psychic artist. So, you know, there was so much to do. When's she on then? Do you remember?
So, well, I think we should put some adverts up, and then that'll sort some of these things.
You just heard that in your ears. So
no, I just pick up on these things. Some people says I'm psychic.
Some people say you are a psychic.
You're my sidekick.
You're too slow.
So anyway, come on, let's go and be serious.
Yes.
So tomorrow we got the lovely Deb Clark chatting with Spirit. Deb's one of our lovely mediums, and she does mediumship readings, and she's on tomorrow night, 8 p.m. UK time. Be aware of variance in times in other countries.
Yes, so please tune in, because you will get readings with Deb if you ask for one. Okay, and the lovely Rachel Galbraith. I tell you, this lady is awesome. She does amazing things with palms, and she does tarot readings, and she pulls your card. Sometimes you'll get your hand read, and sometimes you'll get a card. But she is a lovely, lovely lady. She knows so much as well. She's got an awesome load of stuff going on for her. So I think she's wonderful. But there you go.
So thank you very much for our fellow presenters and their shows. So any more sorts of questions or hellos, please, Miss Producer?
Okay. Okay.
Hello,
Good evening
Marie.
to Marie Anna. Nice to see you, and a big heart to you too, darling.
Hello, Slater Liz.
Slater Paul, Liz. Don't diss the blokes. Oh, bless you, in honour of those lost to COVID-19. Oh, good evening to you, my lovelies. I'm not sure which one who's on there. See, I'm serious trouble when you get a joint account, isn't it? You never know kind of which one you're talking to, if not indeed both.
We have the same problem on this show. You think, is that Matt or is that Kirsty? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I'm the one without the beard generally. I do try hard, but it doesn't work.
Say generally.
Generally.
Anyway, Terry Wall, when you feel spirit energy, how do you find out who they are and why they're there? I feel the energy change, but I don't know who it is or why.
Okay, so for me, Terry, I just want to say, my darling, this is about using your intuition. If you cannot feel initially, you need to trust and tune into your intuition. You know, Spirit, ask them, talk to them. You know, they can show you through your sight, through your hearing, through your smells, through your taste, through your just feeling. And so use all those senses, and I'm not going to keep talking because I know that you're itching to answer this one too. Go on.
Okay, so I'm doing this so you can get ready for the questions. Got to prepare to work. You know what she's like, Terry. If you can give her sort of time to just rest, she will. So yeah, everything that sort of Kirsty says. As that energy changes, does it feel a lighter energy? Does it feel a strong energy? Sort of try and maybe think about how you associate your own family members. So, you know, when you think of, say, a mum, a dad, or whatever, you know, does that energy feel the same as when you're in the room with them? Is one example. Another thing is, you know, to ask them to show you a colour. So is it pink? Is it blue? For example, as for male or female. Once you've established that, you know, does it feel like an auntie? Does it feel like an uncle? Does it feel like a brother? Does it feel like a sister? And again, feeling those different energies. For some people, to show them. So if you say, show me somebody in my family who I know. So if it comes up, say, as your Uncle Bert, then you know it's an uncle feeling. So they're just...
Or a Bert.
Or a Bert. Yeah, so there's some simple sort of ways, because Spirit want you to sort of connect. They don't want you struggling. They will expect you to sort of work for it, but they'll also want to help you along the way as well. So they'll work with the gifts that you've got. So if you feel more, that's how they'll make you work. If you see more, that's how they make the work. But keep that conversation between the two of you working all the time.
But I also want to say to you, Terry, the most important thing that one of the most important things that I like to teach our students is you've got to make that connection and build up that connection between you and your guides. Now, a lot of people get hung up about guides, who are they and all this. That's not what I meant. What I meant was just building up that connection between you and them, so then you can throw it back and say, right, okay, I can feel the energy's changed. So you can then say to someone, it feels like someone new stepped in. I'm just going to ask who it is. Okay, I ask who it is, but then I get a blank. I do get ringing in my ears sometimes, either one or the other.
Okay, the other thing, sorry, the other thing is if it's a soft energy, it's traditionally going to be female. I don't mean that being sexist, but it's going to be female, and if it's the more powerful, it's going to be the male. But the other thing, and this is the way, because obviously we've got strong females and softer males as well, is to look at the side that they come in on. So
yeah, that works. That I don't work like that. So you may as well finish that statement.
So for me, okay, is that on the left hand side is where the female's coming in, on the right hand side is where the male comes in for myself.
Yeah. Terry, you just got to practice, my darling. That's to me, keep meditating, keep getting that trust built up, and with that quietness, and get your trust, know what you're hearing, trust what you're hearing, and just keep practicing. Practice on, friends. Friends are fantastic. They will help you and encourage you. And I do believe there's fledgling nights and things coming up, Mr. P, is there? Okay.
And the very last thing, going back to that left and right, obviously it's different for different people. So once you get someone coming in, so say it was the female on the instead of this side, they're coming on this side, they'll always come in on this side, and that's also how you know.
It's about finding your way. That's what this is, finding your own way. Before I give you the cards, very, very quickly, for spirit will sometimes they will give you sight, and then they will they show you things, or they show you the person, and then sometimes you can work and then they'll let you feel the person, and other times that you work you can hear them, blah 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 blah, and all that sort of stuff, right? One time I kind of couldn't see them for a long time, but I could see images. So, the little signs on the toilet doors that you get, they look like little shapes of gingerbread men, but they're usually in black. They've got, pardon?
Called ideograms.
Okay, them. Okay, I'll take your word for that. For me, they look like little gingerbread men and one with a triangle dress on. Okay, male or female. I asked them to show me that. And that's exactly what they did. So it's about literally trying to find out what works for you. Again, it's all about having a little bit of fun, because that's what, if you get too stressed about it, it doesn't work. So just relax and have fun. Now, again, or try something new. Look at that, Missy. Sorry, look at that. There you go. It's try something new. You'll only know that you can do something if you tried. Do you know what? I have to say, I don't need to say any more to that card. It was meant to be, and I had them all out before we'd even finished talking about, as soon as your question came up, before I'd read it fully. So that to me tells me that, we're right. Go and play. Go and have some fun, Right, I do want to say for yourself, I feel like there's a question. There's a question that is kind of whizzing around your head at the moment. Stop worrying, all right? Everything's going to be all right. You are going to get it soon, because you've got a in the morning card, so you're going to get that answered pretty soon. But I want to say relax more than anything. I feel like sometimes you're quite sensitive. No, you're not. Sometimes you are sensitive to the energies that are around you, my sweet. And the problem is with that is we can kind of, sometimes those energies can get really, really overwhelming. I too am quite, hugely sensitive to those energies, and I have to check in a little bit and say, oh, I'm feeling a little bit, what's going on? So then I have to give myself a little bit of self-care and make it better. Terry, I want to say to you, my darling, you've got to do the same. Check in, give yourself that peace, give yourself that time, do something for you. But most importantly, try and get some sleep and rest and good self-care. But don't worry, okay? Because peace is the most important thing. Know that they've got your back. Spirit have got your back. I mean, this beautiful card that they're pulling in now, this has got a lovely dove of peace, because it sounds a really, really strange sentence, but only love is real. Worry is about fear, and fear is something that's almost man-made in that respect. People get frightened about things, and things can escalate into, ridiculous things. Whereas if they take it back and see the love in every situation, including themselves, life gets a lot easier. And if by magic, you've also got this beautiful card, nurturing, all right? And this is about just looking after you. I know what a fabulous mum you are, and I know that you just got to look after that little girl inside, that little Terry inside, that, maybe she wants to have a play, maybe she wants to just rest and snuggle and sleep and cuddle, maybe she just wants to have a bit of time out. Whatever little Terry inside wants to do, it pleases big Terry, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So just look after yourself as you would look after anybody else, my darling, and just I'm slowly letting go of worry. Some things I've always done, I'm getting there. Sweetheart, it's one of those things. Some weeks it will be stronger, and other weeks it'll be less. It's just about saying, okay, so I'm finding I'm a little bit worried at the minute. What can I do to just give myself the tools to bring it down a little bit? First thing is acknowledging. So, you're halfway there already, my sweet. So yeah, well done, my darling, well done.
Well, thanks for that, Terry. That was very nasty.
Fear is a false evidence appearing real. Aha! Good one. And it could also mean, yeah, other things.
Hello, Heidi Cook.
I nearly said something I shouldn't have done. There's another acronym that you could say to that, and I didn't. Yeah, I'm just going to move on.
Hello, Veronica McDowell.
Thank you for joining us. Okay. He waved in a big smile. He said Nan. And they said Lakin. That is you, Lakin. And you be good for Nanny. Okay. Good boy. Oh.
Nice to see you, Lakin.
Lovely.
We can see you.
Yeah. Hi.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, there she is.
So the lady of tomorrow, just talking about at 10:30 tomorrow night UK time, is the lovely Rachel.
Lovely
G.
Rachel.
Palmistry. So hello to you.
Okay, so the lovely Rachel G. Palmistry, she's fantastic. She's just said hi and popped in to say everybody, and she's a fantastic lady. Fantastic. So definitely tune in to see her tomorrow. Oh. Okay, thank you, Terry, for that. The cards were perfect. Thank you, my darling. They are pretty cool, the cards, when they come out right. It works all right, doesn't it? So yeah, thank you, my darling.
Okay, any more hellos or any more questions? So Sarah Burston says, what is the best way to ask for protection when meditating or asking spirit to come forward? There's loads of different ways, but to me, it's all about intent. If you put that intent, whether you say some sort of mantra, you can do lots of different things, but I just say, please ensure that I'm protected in love and light. You can say a prayer, you can do a mantra, whatever, but just say, putting that intention out that you are protected and you will be protected is my view.
I agree. Some people like to say a prayer, as you just quite rightly said. Others like to visualize themselves in a bubble of light. Others like to use their breath to blow energy that protects around them. Some people like to call in the angels. Archangel Michael, again, the big fella as I call him, is also really rather awesome for that. So it's what sits with what sits right with you. I'll put my teeth in. Sorry.
Yeah,
what sits right with you. You have to say it feels right with you.
And there's no right or wrong.
Absolutely not.
As long as you believe it, that's the key thing. So it doesn't matter if it's a prayer or whatever, as long as you believe it and the intent's always good. That will always be the protection. And just with that, I'm going to get a card. And the card is Get More Information. And it's about you sort of tapping into the universe and tapping into the universal knowledge. I do want to say with yourself, there's lots of learning that's going on around you at the moment. And it's simply, I need to say to you, knowledge isn't just found in books. It's found from the people around you, the environment that you see, but also the universe as a whole. And it's calling upon that. Now, you don't need to just be in a meditative state. You can also use different sort of ways of coming out of body and going on astral travels and different things. But it's about calling on your higher self and asking for the knowledge of the Akashic records and other things like that. And I need to say to you, your greatest knowledge also comes within, from your own experiences and from the life that you led. And by drawing on that allows you to cope with all the pressures that you're facing at the moment. And the very last card I'm going to give for yourself, Sarah, is a year from now. Just to say to you, all your worries that are going on, there's been a lot of things that have been happening in the sort of like last 12 to 13 weeks, not COVID related. And I just need to say there will be a different perspective. I don't know if that's your daughter or your granddaughter, but I want to say that that is a definite, like her top. She sparkles, she brings a lot of sunshine to your life, and as a result she's also the eye of your life and the reason to keep going. I can leave that with you.
She looks a little pickle, doesn't
she? She is
very sweet, and she said she's talking more and more to spirit and talking to others. That's wonderful. Just keep going with that, my darling, keep going, and just remember to keep practicing whatever form of protection works for you, because it is about being safe. Yeah.
Hello, Joanne Wood.
Hi, Joanne.
Good evening to you. Hello, Nettie W.
Hi, Nettie. A great name, isn't it?
Yeah. Hello, Aisha Kalo.
Aisha.
Kalo.
Hi. So, guys, it appears that we've run to the end, and that has whizzed by tonight, hasn't it? Oh. Okay. Do angels listen when you talk to them? Aisha, definitely. Keep talking, keep asking. Ask them to say, if you're real, show me. Get them to show you feathers. Get them to find your car parking spaces. Some people say it's disrespectful. It really isn't. What it is proving to you that they are real. And then once you've had it proven to you that they are real, then they can start dealing with the bigger stuff. So it's about gaining their trust, and you gaining the knowledge that they're there, and then I cannot tell you how real they are and how much they listen. And Mr. Producer always puts up one about angels because I love them.
So thank you for that, Aisha. As Kirsty was just saying then, unfortunately we've come to the end of the show. It's been lovely having you on. The next few weeks, a few different, obviously we've got Easter coming up. So, Kirsty says, what do you want to do about Easter? I said, I'll be eating my Easter eggs. She said, oh, you're going to need a day to recover from that. So there'll be no show next Monday with ourselves, and we'll return the week after, slightly later, at about 8:30. So
full of chocolate, some more than others.
Yeah, I might get stuck up the tube like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Might still be rolled around the kitchen. Who knows? But
so we do
be
hope.
aware of those changes over the next 2 weeks.
We do hope the Easter Bunny brings you absolutely loads of chocolate. That's what you like.
Yeah.
If not, loads of daffodils, because they're cute too.
And continue to be hopping mad. Have a wonderful time with your families as lots of changes will allow us to go out and be able to work with your families and be with your families once again. And be safe whatever you're doing. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. Take care.
All right then. Take care. Bye.
Tomorrow morning. Before we go, yes, we have a coffee morning. Feel free to look us up on MK's, find out about the coffee morning. It's free, quick chat, we're like-minded from 10 till
10:30 till 12.
10:30 till 12. That's what time?
10:30 till 12.
No. What time zone?
Time zone, the UK one.
Yes.
All right, we're going, folks.
See you later. Okay. Wendy Lindsay. Oh, Zoom, Tuesday, 2 p.m. Yes, please. Details on fan page. Do tune in to go and see SPT fan page. Look it up. If you haven't sort of jumped on it, jump on it, because this lady is fantastic. You know, and why not work with the pendulum? Why not? Now we're going to say goodbye. Take care, guys. Lovely to see you.
Bye.